restore trust within myself and in my relationships? That's the question we're being asked on today's Q&A, and we're going to answer it in today's transmission with Maitreya, and we're going to start it right about now. Enjoy, beautiful souls. All right, so today's question is coming in, and the question is, how can I restore trust in myself and in my relationships? And what we understand that the relationships is of a romantic nature. So that's what we are going to answer in today's Q&A. So let's go into this particular energy that has come through to ask this question, and let's just see where they are. So just give us a moment. Okay, so immediately as this comes in and as we connect, we can feel that there are two locations in the body where the trust has been diminished. Okay, it's like a losing of power, a losing of energy. So this means that in these two areas of the body, in the stomach and in the solar plexus area, the energy must be returned. That means working on those two specific areas of the body. Now, the trust lies in this area of this person's body. Now, let's just give us a second now. Very good. Yes, stomach and solar plexus. So, in order for you to restore the trust, that feeling of self, in one's body, and you can associate this with a confidence, that full feeling, wholeheartedness of oneself. In order to retrieve these parts of you, which is energy that was lost along your journey, you must begin slowly engaging in the activities and interactions with others. This is how you will start building trust with oneself. It is not in the hiding of self. It is not being alone with oneself, because this particular energy, this person understands and knows how to be alone with oneself. So it is in the going out. It is in the socializing with others. This must be done in a slow manner so that trust is able to be built. So small steps, dear one. Okay, and once you start doing this, you will start restoring trust within yourself and knowing that these interaction and exchanges with these people, as you become more and more familiar with other people's energies and gaining what we call an understanding of other people's energies and what feels safe to you in these interactions and in these exchanges, you will develop this understanding of what is safe for your energy and what you know to be moving away, taking a step back from. Now, just give us a moment as we retrieve this word for you, okay? There it is, okay, we've got it. So, you must start working on what we call the power of discernment. And as you become more familiar with the power of discernment, and you start putting this into practice, this is going to allow you to install more faith and trust within yourself and also within relationships. Now, as you focus on healing the area of your navel, the stomach area, and where the area of fertility lies, and you start healing the solar plexus, the center of where confidence and self-esteem has been lost. Once you start pulling this back into your body, this will allow you to develop a safer trust with romantic relationships. Now let's just see if there's any more here. Okay, so definitely the stomach is pulsating here, which means that a large portion of feeling safe with other people in your romantic relationships left you lost, which means that you must develop a practice that allows you to come back into your body. A practice must be developed to come back into your body. And we recommend a stillness practice that focuses on one point. And you could focus on a flame. And as you develop this practice of focusing on one point, and in our example, it's a flame, that will allow you to not only develop your central column, but it allows you to start bringing pieces that have got away, that have exited from fear, from the states of not being able to manage what has happened in your experiences. The pure practice of coming into one center and focusing on one thing will allow you to bring these parts of you home to your central column, which is the union of self. And the more you do this, the more you're going to ignite the flame within you, which is the strength within you, which means the domino effect of allowing you to feel safe in your romantic relationships. But first and foremost, begin this practice on simply focusing on one thing, the flame. And the more you focus on the flame, the more you will drive back the energy that you've lost. And as the parts of you return home, you're going to feel very different inside. And when you start noticing that feeling, the gathering of one, this will then translate and be able to communicate quite effortlessly when you then start venturing into your romantic relationships. So start with self, and then the self is then going to move quite effortlessly when you start engaging in romantic relationships, the romantic area and energy fields, because you will be able to feel this within you. So first and foremost, the social interactions that we have mentioned in this transmission with you today. Going out, understanding others' energy, understanding your own energy in these interactions and exchanges. Number 2, practicing the power of discernment. This will allow you to gain an understanding of what is right for you and what is right for others. drawing the lines of boundaries. And number 3, moving from self into the energy field of the other. And when you do this, that comes as a result from practicing the focus of one thing. And that for you, dear one, is the flame. And you practice that with your will and with your understanding and love for oneself. And every day you remind yourself why you are committing yourself to this practice of one. And that is because of the love you have for self. Remember that, dear one. Every time you come into your practice is for the love of self, and only then will that vibration communicate to the outside world and bring to you what your heart desires. And we thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All will be restored. All will be restored.